All right, the New Orleans Saints lose their preseason opener to the Tennessee Titans in the season Superdome, 30-27. But Dad, at least we scored points, right?
31-0.
Yeah, who didn't score points, Dad? Who was it?
They start with an F.
Yeah, F for fail.
Fail cans?
Yeah, yeah, but my thing is, why is that though? Why did they lose 31-0?
They have no excuse. I mean, they'll tell you because they held their top two quarterbacks out. Well, you know what? A lot of teams are holding people out all preseason long. Nobody lost 31-0. Just saying. I mean, who lost 31-0? One team. The Falcons. You're Mikey, you froze. I can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
All right, so what were you saying?
I don't know. What was the last thing you got?
So we were talking about how they were resting quarterbacks and nobody got blown out 31-0.
Everybody was resting players. I mean, there was only one team that got blown out, 31-0.
Yep.
Just saying.
Bruh, we didn't even play Derek Carr, and we still scored almost 30 points, bruh. Against starters. Because the Titans had some of their starters in.
That's right. They sure
Man,
did.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I don't want to hear it, man. I do not want to hear it, bro. Falcon fans, bro, who ate pancakes over here, bro? But yeah, Titans fan, Falcon fans, you go somewhere else with them excuses because this ain't the place. But now let's get into action. Saints, Spencer Rattler, and Jay Kaner were the two quarterbacks playing. Jay Kaner, I believe, started the game. He went 8 for 17 for 87 yards. They kept rotating them. And Spencer Rattler finished the day 7 for 13, 105 yards, and the touchdown. Dad, out of seeing the 3 games, who's the backup quarterback?
I mean, it's too close to call right now. I'm leaning toward that they're going to lean toward the experienced Hainer to start the season at number 2. But that always can change. But I think, just my eyes tell me that, it's a close race. They're pretty much the same quarterback, really. Rattler got his first career touchdown pass. Woo-hoo! Yeah, in the corner of the end zone. Fade pass. It was a nice pass.
Yeah, I think Spencer Rattler will be the backup quarterback because, look, I'm not trying to hype him up just to get burnt. That's not what I'm trying to do. But this is what I'm going to say, right? Rattler's deep ball is pretty, all right? I know Hainer had that 58-yard pass safety parry a couple weeks ago. I understand that. But Rattler scored 2 touchdowns with his legs, with his arm. Jay Kaner didn't even lead a touchdown drive the entire preseason. He led a drive that ended in a field goal, but he didn't set no running backs. He didn't have no great touchdown passes. And, bro, you need to score points if you're going to win. That's why a lot of people, not me, not you, that's why a lot of people don't like Derek Carr because, we last year we couldn't get into the end zone like we wanted to. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, fam. I think Rattler won the backup job. All right, Dad, do you have anything else to say before we go on to these running backs?
Nope, let's go on to the running backs.
All right, Jacob Kabody. Yeah, he had 12 carries for 59 yards, 4.9 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns. Bro, I swear, why do people eat out here? But yeah, so Jacob Kabody, he had a good game. I don't think it will be enough to make the team, though. Jordan Mims, 5 for 33, 6.6 a carry. James Robinson, another solid day, 3 for 14, 4.7 a carry. Spencer Rattler even ran the ball 2 times for 13 yards, picking up 6.5 yards a carry. Jay Kaner ran the ball 1 time for 6 yards, 6 yards a carry. Bub Means had an end-around play, 1 carry for -1 yard, which is obviously -1 yard gain. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? We're recapping the Saints' final preseason game. Dad, after hearing those numbers, who do you feel like in the running game has a solid case to make this team?
I think Jordan Mim is on this team. I like Jordan Mim. I think he's on the team. Of course, Alvin Kamara's on the team. I think Miller's gonna make the team. Even though you think he's on that bubble to be cut, I think he's gonna make the team. I think they.
I don't think that.
I know, but I think that he was a draft pick last year, and people love sticking with their draft picks until they the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Caboti will most likely make the practice squad. And then Mims might be that fourth running back. Because I believe we usually keep 4 backs. So we kept, Benjamin last year, but he was hurt. Jerry says Falcons start 0-5. I would love that. I think they're going to be horrible. But I don't think they're going to start 0-5. All right. They lose to Pittsburgh. They lose to the Eagles. Those are 2 games I see them losing. I actually see them upsetting the Chiefs in like a wackadoo setting. I don't know why. I feel like that's one of the games where it's like, bro, how did they win that game? I don't know why. I have a bad feeling that they're going to beat the Chiefs. And then I have us splitting with the Falcons because, look, all due respect, I don't have anybody really sweeping anybody because I feel like that's kind of boring, because, you're not going to sweep everybody every year. And the Falcons, they know it, so I have them beating the Saints week 4, but then they lose to the Bucs week 5. So I got the Falcons in their first 5 games starting 2-3. Maybe 1-4 if they lose to the Chiefs. But I feel like I don't know what about it. It just feels like, bruh, the Falcons might win that game. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Something in my back is telling me that the Falcons will win that game. I mean, they're still going to win 6 games the entire year, so it ain't going to matter. So, yeah. So, yeah, I got them starting 2-3. Not a snowball chance in hell that ain't Atlanta upsetting the Chiefs and we are crushed the Falcons. I think we will crush the Falcons. Don't get me wrong. We will crush them later in the year. I think the Chiefs. I don't know. I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like them. I never did. I'm biased sometimes. The Chiefs and Falcons, I'm definitely behind. We're sending a message to the Falcons fans. I think we will. And plus, even if we lose to the Falcons week 4, which I think, the game's in Atlanta, usually the Saints win at home, then the Falcons win at home. Even if we lose to the Falcons week 4, we're still going to be better than the Falcons this year. Because why, Dad?
Because of 31-0.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be our new 28-3.
Yes, sir, baby. Yeah, man. Freaking Falcon fans, bro, they can cry me a river, bro. Bro, I'm an honest person. If I think the Falcons will be good, I'll tell you I think they're going to be good. But they're not good, though. Okay? They're not. Now let's get on to the Saints receivers. We just had to talk about the Falcons for a minute. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I love it, Pop. I love it, too. A.T. Perry, 2 for 67. Equinemius St. Brown, the one who caught the touchdown from Rattler. He was 3 for 40 with a touchdown. Stanley Morgan Jr. had a solid game, 3 for 34. Bub Means, 2 for 17. We'll get to that in a second, Jerry. Jordan Mims, 2 for 14. Jacob Caboti, 1 for 13. Adam Prentice, who actually has hands, 1 for 5. James Robinson, 1 for 2. But do you know who's not on the list?
Juwan Johnson.
That too. But Michael Jacobson. Do you know who Michael Jacobson is?
No,
He's our next Adam Troutman.
really.
He's our next Lucas Crawl. He's our next. No. Josh Hill is better than this bum. Bro, that man dropped the pass, holds the plate, whatever. But before I let my dad give you take, or give his take, Jerry said, but we gotta address the Tom John Barnes, and yes, you do, bro. Like, Dad, do you want to give your take on the receivers before we go into that?
The receivers this year is all about Chris Olave, Raheed Shaheed, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of guys that's just in the middle. You know, you hoping you get something out of these guys, but Bub Means might be a practice squad guy, might make the fifth receiver slot maybe, but yeah, that's how I see it playing out.
But now, Dad, what was your time like with John Barnes?
It was cool. We shot the breeze. He talked about how he loved my takes and how he's a big worshiper of mine. That was good.
He didn't say nothing about that.
He was like a little fanboy, boy. He got my autograph.
No. No, I got his autograph. Look, Jerry, I don't know if it's on the chat, but bro. So look, Jerry, this is what happened, right? And you can go look at the video because John released a video like midnight. You can go look at the video, right? Dad, did you see the video yet?
I did.
Yeah, I did too. So look, obviously, I come in. I don't know, almost at the 10-minute mark. Or no, I think I came in like the 5 or 6 minute mark. Right. The first thing he said, "Boy, you tall." And let me address that. So a lot of people might not know this about me. I'm 5'11", right? I am 5'11". So, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of tall.
5'11".
Yeah, I don't know how tall John is. He looks like about 5'10", maybe 5'11", but yeah, I'm 5'11". Okay, so we gotta address that real quick. All right, I'm 5'11". I think John was like 5'10", 5'11" ish. He's definitely not 6 foot because trust me, I know, bro, like if you're taller than me, you're taller than me. And if you're not, you're not. And he was kind of like my height, maybe just 6 foot. But yeah, so that's the first thing, right? And then the second interaction I had with him, obviously he saw my shirt. I think the signature wore off though, unfortunately. I don't know. I might write it. Well, I don't know. At least you can always go to the video, and I still got pictures and stuff. You can always go to the video, and you can see the signature. This sig more than the game, and then obviously the signature, right? Third, Clarissa, she was a nice lady as well. She was nice too. And I don't know who the guy was holding the camera, but maybe he was cool. I don't know. I didn't really talk to him. But then the next interaction I had with John, obviously he comes over, starts chatting, right? And then he's like, "Who's playing better, Rattler or Hayner?" And I tell him Rattler. How he just threw a touchdown to Equineme and Sam Brown. And he was like, "Oh." And then he told me to be a scout because obviously he was being the host, so he didn't really watch the game. I think he said he was going to watch the game last night. So, yeah, that's the next interaction we had with him. Then he sits down next to us, right? He sits down next to us. In fact, I might make a whole video about this, but I'm explaining it right now. Because I remember last year I made a video when I talked about the Tom Grossi incident. But, yeah, so next thing he does, he sits down saying how he thinks I could make a future on YouTube, how he did say this. He likes how me and Dad go back and forth sometimes. He said that, He also was like, he was chill dude, bro. Yeah. I put my shirt in the wash, so yeah. I would have wore the shirt, but it's in the wash right now. You see, I wash my clothes. I ain't dirty. I know what hygiene is, okay? But yeah, unfortunately, the bad thing is it's probably gonna wash away the signature. But hey, to be fair, it's already washing away as it is. But yeah, yeah. And then obviously he brings that boy Sean over. And look, it's not personal with Sean, bro. Look, I know how to keep beef. Like, bro. And Jerry last night on Hoodie stream said, "Boy, you should have body slammed Sean." And like, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not that type of guy, right? I know how to keep my situations indoors. Ironically, we were indoors. So you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I keep my beefs to myself. I don't cause like there's somebody that works there, yeah. There could be somebody that work at the restaurant and sees me. Yeah. There could be somebody at the restaurant that works there and be like, "What did he just say to that poor man?" That's it. You got to go. You see, because I don't really want to make a bad impression, all right? So I told him I got something for Tuesday. I already recorded my voicemail. It's good to go. So yeah, that's why I don't really keep my stuff outdoors. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's not personal. He just chose the ops. Okay, so I just can't forgive him for that. But
Right.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
a nice dude. Don't get me
it's
wrong.
all good. You could have beef with somebody, but it doesn't have to be personal. We don't agree all the time on a particular team or a player. I'll say my take. You say your take. I'll say how stupid your take is. But then we'll meet up somewhere. We'll dap each other off. Yeah, you had a stupid take, but it's all good. I mean, we still
Yeah,
boys.
yeah,
I mean, he's a Ram fan, right?
yeah.
He's got to live with that at night. So, just think about it that way.
Yeah, my thing is that you start making the beefs personal, right? My take on that is that your life has to be so trash to the point where, like, because look, we're all children of God, right? Like, we're
Hmm.
all children of God. So, like, we can clown on people. Amen, brother. Yeah, we can clown on people, right? Like, if somebody says the Falcons are winning the Super Bowl, I could say how stupid and brain rotted you are. But then, like, for example, like, hold on. But I'm glad y'all have fun in spite of it all. Yeah. For example, I have a Falcons fan, right? That watches my show, right? If I was to meet him in person, I would probably dap him up too. Like, yeah, I hate his football team, and I hope his football team burns to the ground, and I hope their stadium never builds up anymore because they stole our damn name, so then we had to change it because I don't want that same name. But so yeah, but like if I was to meet him in person, I'd probably dap him up. I know a couple Falcons fans that I'm cool with. Like I don't hate. Like people think, man, why did you not body slam Sean? Man, I thought you hated him. I hate his team. I don't hate. Well, I don't hate anybody. Yeah, I may start. Maybe some things I say I kind of overstep it, but like I don't hate anybody, right? I don't hate nobody. Okay. So yeah, that's my take on the Sean thing. But yeah, then even when we left, Sean was cool. Okay, like I think Sean is like the same type of person. Sean, like he didn't, cause like Sean had, like John was like, "Hey, you got anything to say with him? I'm gonna see you Tuesday. I got something for you on Tuesday." Cause like I don't want to come off the wrong foot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, John, my fault. Dad, uh, out of that experience, how would you rate it? 0 to 10.
10 out of 10.
Man, that thing was an 11. You feel me, bro? Like
11.
that's 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row where I meet somebody that, bro, I don't really get starstruck that often. But, bro, like, man, I understand we're all people, but you gotta understand, man, like, some people look up to these people. And just, bro, like, I have been watching Jono since 2021. Ironically, it was the day the Saints played the Titans. Ever since that day, I did not regret it one bit. But anyways, you got anything else to add about the John Barnes situation? Because I'll make another video about it. So did you have fun or anything?
I had fun. I tried his drink because he was over there promoting this new drink that the restaurant made for him. That blue drink I was drinking? No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. That was the girl's drink. The first drink I was drinking, the kind of yellow looking drink, that was
Yeah, I saw.
this shit more than a drink. So
Yeah.
I tried that. Pretty good. I gave you a sip. Don't tell nobody. Mikey, he dropped out. Where you at, boy? Whoa. By myself now. This shit more than a live stream, you heard me? This shit more than some water, you heard me? No, it ain't. It's straight water. Let's see if Mikey's gonna pop back in here.
All right. I'm back. Where did that go? Hold on, guys. Be right back.
What's up? Can't hear you.
All right, we're back.
All right.
All right. So So Jerry said, "But I enjoy the short you did." Is he talking to you?
Wait, say what?
But I enjoyed the short you did. Did you make a YouTube short?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Not yet.
It's just me laughing about 31-0.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fun.
it
You
was
know, I
funny.
might check that out later.
Yeah.
Anyways, now let's talk about the Saints defense.
Yes.
Joe Juan Williams, 5 tackles, 2 assists. Anthony Ori, 4 tackles, 5 assists. Andrew Dow, 3 tackles. Isaiah Foskey had a solid game, 3 tackles, 2 assists, and half a sack. Kendall Vickers, 3 tackles, 2 assists, and half a sack. Ugo Amadi, 3 tackles, 2 assists. Mike Rose had 3 tackles, 1 assist. Monty Rice, 3 tackles. Jack Heflin, 2 tackles, 4 assists. Lawrence Johnson, 2 tackles, 2 assists. Jordan Howden, 2 tackles, 2 assists. Rico Payton still doing it all. 2 tackles, 1 sack. You had Jonathan Abram, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Kalike Hudson, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Roderick Teamer had 2 tackles. Shamar Jean Charles, 1 tackle and 2 assists. Rajon Wright, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Christian Boyd, 1 tackle. Cameron Peterson, 1 tackle. And the rest of the defense, let's see. William Harris, 1 tackle. And I think that's no. Nico Lelos had 1 assist. And also Nook Bradford, 1 assist. All right, Dad, how do you feel about the defense?
Feel pretty good about the defense. I mean, nobody really stood out yesterday, but Peyton Turner running around with his hands up, like he's under arrest or something. I don't understand that too much, but yeah, they held out a lot of starters, so it was just a lot of backups fighting for position. Like you said right there, a lot of people just had 2 or 3 tackles. Nobody really stood out. Anthony Archie still stands out in my mind for the whole preseason. He's just everywhere. at linebacker, rushing, tackling. So that's my takeaways.
Yeah. My takeaway on the defense is that if our backup defenders get hurt, we're in trouble. Like, if I don't want to see most of these players play football. Peyton Turner started the game, and I still can't find him on the stat sheet. People are saying we gotta get rid of Foskey. At least he showed up in the stat sheet. At least he did something. But brother, Peyton Turner, brother to brother, come on, bro. You cannot be this slow. Freaking running around, freaking chasing, bro. Bro, you acted like me in the damn third grade, bro. Just running around, not even knowing what life is, bro. Peyton. Peyton. And if we look at the kick return game, James Robinson, 3 for 63. Mims, 1 for 23. They didn't have that Samson Nakua, which I think that should count as a return because he did return the ball. But, bro, that man had the touchdown, but, of course, he does not get no block. Bro, if that man got even one extra block, that man would have, bro, that would have changed the game, bro. But, look, like I said, I ain't tripping.
He was gone. Like, he needed one more block. Didn't get it.
Yeah. Ugo Amadi, 1 return for 16 yards. Jerry says I like Nakua. I like him too, man. Better than Puka? If he's better than Puka this season, we're making the playoffs. Blake Groupie, shout out to him. 2 for 2, 100%. 54 was his longest and scored 9 points. And I believe he made every single kick this preseason. Will that translate to the regular season? Only time will tell. Punting, Matt Hayball, 2 for 97. 1 punt inside the 20. Matt Hayball is already better than Lou Headley.
I think so.
Because Lou Headley, 2 for 90, bro. 2 for 90. Bro, Lou Headley makes my head hurt, bro. And if we look on the Titans side of things, like, what did we allow from the Titans? Mason Rudolph had a good game against us, 11 for 15, under 14 yards. So, I mean, the Titans, they didn't really do much. Will Levis, 7 for 18, 7 for 8, 118 yards. Malik Willis, 3 for 4, 51 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns, including the game winner at the end, and 1 on third down. Jabari Small ran the ball, 10 for 64. Hassan Haskins, 10 for 31. Malik Willis, 3 for 29. Julius Chestnut, 4 for 24. Tony Pollard, 5 for 17 and a touchdown. Tajay Spears, 4 for 12, former Tulane. Mason Rudolph, 2 for -1. And Jaquan Jackson, 1 for -5. So, I mean, the Titans, they ran the ball decently. So, Dad, how do you feel about the Titans' pass and run game against us? How do you think we could have done better?
It looked like they had a pretty good game against our backups. A lot of the starters in. I mean, you even talk about their quarterbacks. Mason Rudolph. He's not going to be the starter probably, but he has a lot of experience in this league. He's been a starter before, so I'm not surprised to see him just eat up those second and third team defenders. And like you said, Malik Willis, game winner. So they did their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I hope a lot of starters don't go down this year.
Yeah. Receiving wise, they had Bryce Oliver, 3 for 52, and caught 2 touchdowns from Willis. From Willis. Don't know who he is, but he might make the team for the Titans. David Martin Robinson, 4 for 45. Calvin Ridley, who thinks he's Calvin Johnson, 2 for 39. Bro, that man freaking got 1 hit. Bro, just because your first name's Calvin does not mean you're Calvin Johnson. And Titans are playing like some tryhards, bro. Nick Vanette, didn't he used to play for the Saints? Wasn't Nick Vanette a Saint? Yeah, former Saint Nick Vanette.
From Denver to the Saints, and then the Saints released him, got rid of him.
Yeah, Nick Vannett, former Saint, 2 for 30. Tony Pollard, 2 for 27. Tyler Boyd, 1 for 22. Nick Westbrook-Akine had 1 for 13. Jabari Small, 1 for 12. Tajay Spears, 1 for 12. Treylon Burks, 1 for 11. Thomas Aduka, 1 for 10. Jaquari Jackson, 1 for 6. Julius Chestnut, 1 for 4. How do you feel like the how do you feel like the Saints defense? How did you like them against the Titans receivers?
I think they got the better of us for the most part, but you called them the tryhards, right? You know who else try hard?
Who?
Falcons.
They try hard to get blown out.
They tried to win the game too.
Bruh. When do the Falcons try, bruh? Yeah, they tried to.
It wasn't like they didn't try. They went there. They wanted to win. They wanted to score more than 0.
Bruh, Raheem Morris. I don't even think this is a bold prediction. Raheem Morris is the next Dennis Allen.
Yeah, I wouldn't say too much about Raheem Morris. It looks like he done shot 4 or 5 people already, so I wouldn't talk about him, because might get mad.
I don't care. Shoot me. Yeah. And now we look at the Titans defense, how well they played against the Saints. Let's see. James Williams, 5 tackles, 1 assist. You had Mikel Jones, 3 tackles, 1 assist. Mike Brown, 3 tackles. Caleb Murphy, 2 tackles. Shane Ray, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Shyheim Carter, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Abdullah Anderson, 2 tackles. Anthony Kendall, 1 tackle. Jalen Harrell, 1 tackle. Elijah Molden, 1 tackle. You got Jack Gibbons, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Matthew Jackson, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Caleb Farley, 1 tackle. Kenneth Murray Jr., 1 tackle, 1 assist. Sebastian Joseph Day had 1 tackle, 1 assist. Tavondre Sweat, the rookie out of Texas, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Trey Avery, 1 tackle. Gabe Judy, 1 tackle. Thomas Rush, 1 tackle. Quinn Bohanna, 1 tackle. You got Keaton Ellis, 2 assists. Jarvis Brownlee, 1 assist. Tay Gowan, 1 assist. And Isaiah Aiton, 1 assist. And that's it. So how do you feel about the Titans defense against the Saints?
I think we was able to move the ball. We scored on them. We, ran a little bit on them. Rattler had that pass on him in the corner of the end zone, touchdown. Boom.
Yeah.
So we did some good things. Scored 27 points with not many starters in there. So
27 more than the Falcons.
How many more?
27 more.
That's a lot.
Dang, bro. Yeah, and yeah, bro. The Falcons gonna get no safety, no field goal, no touchdown, bro. Like, bro, if extra points are legal without the touchdown, all the Jaguars would have needed was an extra point to beat the Falcons. That's pathetic. But yeah, Titans kick returns. You got Jaquan Jackson, 2 for 49. Punt returns, and this is all special teams. Punt returns, Eric Garrett, 2 for 39. Jaquan Jackson, 2 for 19. And then kicking the ball, Braden Narvson, 2 for 3, 66.7%. As long as it was a 31-yarder, scored 8 points. And he obviously had that missed field goal where Samson Nakua nearly took it back to the house. Nick Folk was 1 for 1, 100%. He made the 39-yarder and scored 4 points. And Ryan Stonehouse, 2 punts for 87 yards, 1 inside the 20. And yeah. So now let's look at some team stats by both teams, right? Okay, I did not mean to click on the highlight video. Because that will get me copyrighted. Trust me, I tried. Team stats. Saints had 300 total yards. Titans with 445, so they beat us in that. Saints 176 passing yards by both of the quarterbacks. Titans got 274, so they beat us in that. Saints 124 rushing yards. Titans 171. Saints 5.5 yards per play. Titans 6.5 yards per play. So they basically beat us in almost everything. Saints picked up 22 first downs compared to the Titans 26. Saints were 3 for 10 on third downs, with the Titans were 5 for 12. Saints were 0 for 1 on fourth downs, with the Titans were 2 for 2, including that game-winning touchdown at the end of the game. And then Saints ran 55 total plays. By the way, referees, y'all still suck. Titans 68 total plays. Saints allowed only 1 sack. That's good. And the Titans allowed 2. Saints had 4 punts compared to the Titans 2. Saints 6 penalties for 42 yards. That's good. Keep the penalties to like around 6. I'll be happy. Except for Michael Jacobson, you get cut anyway. Titans 8 penalties for 67 yards. The Titans lost the fumble to open the second half, and no interceptions thrown by either team. Titans had the ball 35 minutes for 51 seconds. Saints had the ball 24 minutes and 9 seconds. All right. Pretty good stats. Titans basically beat us in almost everything. But, Dad, what did you learn in the Titans or in the Saints losing 30-27? What did you learn about the Saints?
The conclusion I have is that thank God preseason is over. We are ready to start this regular season. Cut down day is tomorrow, so probably a bunch of players are getting cut today. And maybe a few more tomorrow, so we'll be monitoring that and seeing what happens, how this roster shakes out.
Yep.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, trust me, next week's show is going to be about all the cuts that's been going around about the Saints. So, yeah, we're going to be reacting. That'll give us time to digest what occurred. So, yeah. Anyways, by the way, when Samson Nakua, because I know your reaction, right, because I was there. But I tell the people, when Samson Nakua ran for 106 yards on that final play in the first half, what was your emotions going through?
I was very calm. I was like this. Go Nakua! Go Nakua! Go! Oh man, you almost had that, dog. Almost had that.
Yeah, like you remember that kick 6 in the Auburn Alabama game in the Iron Bowl years ago? That reminded me of that, cause bro, look, I didn't see the kicker miss it because I was looking back at my phone and I was looking at the TV, right? And I pointed out they got somebody on the field that in case he misses it, will be able to return it. I didn't think that was actually going to happen because then I looked back and I'm like, is that a goal? I didn't know what to say. I was trying to keep my composure because I'm in a public place. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was trying to keep my composure. Jerry says I saw that. I was like, what? Go, man, go. Oh, man, he went. He went to the 3-yard line. And, in fact, Jono even told me, how do you get tackled at the 3-yard line? Yeah, bro, that was crazy. But, Dad, what do you think will be the toughest decision what do you think will be the toughest decision by the Saints during their 53-man roster cut down? What will have to be the toughest decision?
I don't think there's many tough key decisions. I think the decisions I'm looking for is not basically the cuts, but who are the 5 offensive linemen? Who's that third receiver? Who's the 4th, 5th running backs? And that defensive line, is Peyton Turner staying on the team?
No.
There you go.
Well, yeah.
They probably move and cut him this year.
Yeah. We drafted a 5th-round talent in the 1st round. Man, we don't
Mickey
get
Loomis for you, man. That's Mickey Loomis.
Yeah. I think the toughest decision will be what are we going to do with the running backs? Because, you can't keep all of them. So, are we going to let Mims stay on the team? Are we going to put, Caboti and Robinson both on the practice squad? I don't know what's the limit for practice squad players. But are we gonna do that? Like, what's gonna happen with Kendrick Miller? Um, all that. So I think that's the toughest decision by the Saints. But other than that, it's gonna be easy. You knock down your backup quarterback. You say who's that's gonna be. You get your starting defense together. Get some rotational pieces, and yeah, bada boom, bada bam. But what do you think was the biggest up for the Saints for the Saints yesterday? What was the biggest up?
Biggest up would be I like the way they responded after Titans went up 10-0. I was like, we might get blown out 31-0. But no, we came back, we settled down, we started making some plays. And so we came back and we fought. We competed.
Mm-hmm.
Something that 31-0 didn't do.
Yeah, man. Falcon fans, look, they're always like, stop focusing on 28-3, man. Bro, that's in the past. Let's focus on the present. All right, bet. Let's focus on the present. 31-0. Let's focus on the present. I'm here to focus on the present now. 31-0.
Even if it's preseason.
Let's focus on the present. Man, screw 28-3. At least you got 28 points. Now let's talk about 31-0, huh? you always like focus on the present. All right, bet. Let's do that right now, right today. Let's focus on the present.
After week 1, we're gonna focus on that week 1. Talk about that game.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that loss.
Yeah, my biggest up for the Saints was probably it was kind of the way that game was going, like the middle of that game, beginning of the fourth quarter. But and also Spencer Rattler, who was definitely biggest up. But that transitions to my biggest down. The final drive. This reminds me of what Ian Book did. Y'all remember Ian Book? Where the Saints are playing the Texans one game in the preseason, right? And Ian Book took his sweet time in that final drive, kept getting sacked over and over. That man he wasn't even huddling, right? Jay Kaner was like the same way, bro. Like, I'm not saying Jay Kaner's gonna be the next Ian Book or something, but Jay Kaner, what he showed, like, he didn't really want it more. Like, that final throw, like, as soon as the ball left his hands, you knew the game was over. Like, you didn't even have to see where the receiver was. So that's my biggest down. Dad, what's your biggest down from the Saints game?
Biggest down would be probably that final drive. That final. It looked like we had the game won, but we couldn't hold it. So that was disappointing to end preseason. But preseason has ended, so that's an up for me.
Yeah, my biggest. Yeah, well, I already said my biggest down. All right, let's see what else we got here. So, all right, Spencer Rattler, Jay Kaner both made their cases for the backup quarterback. So, in fact, hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up all of the games from this preseason and see, and we're going to compare. All right, got Saints Cardinals. I already have the Titans game pulled up. Now let me pull up the 49ers. All right. So, so the first game, Saints won 16-14. All right. Carr started that game, but we're not talking about Carr right now. Rattler was 9 for 17, 70 yards. Hainer, 9 for 13, 107 yards. And obviously, Rattler ran for a touchdown. No doubt about it. Accuracy-wise, I feel like Hainer had the upper edge, but Rattler was like the more efficient quarterback that day. And then the 49ers game, Jay Kaner, 7 for 13, 76 yards. Rattler, 4 for 8, 27 yards. They both were pretty terrible. And then this last game, Rattler was like 105 yards, threw a touchdown. Hainer did okay, almost 90 yards, didn't quite get to that mark. So, Dad, after hearing those, I know you said it earlier in the show, but some people probably weren't watching. Like, I don't think Jared's in the chat yet. So, refresh people's minds. Who do you got being the backup quarterback in case Derek Carr gets benched or hurt?
I have to start the season. I think they're going to lean on experience and go with Jay Kaner. So I think Hainer Rattler is about even with me as far as their performance this preseason. So I think they'll lean toward that experience right now.
All right, I'm like I said, I'm going with Rattler. Like Rattler, he's more calmer in the pocket. I can't really say one throw that was like, what the heck? I can't really say that about Rattler. Um, you know, Rattler he's just like he just gives me more hope. Cause look, he's mobile, and when people hear mobile, they're like, "Oh, run, run, run." That's not what mobile means. Mobile means that you can basically make plays when the play's dead, and that's what Rattler showed me. I feel like if Rattler would have played the final drive, the Saints would have won that game. Not tied, we would have won that game. But now, give me one player you think helped their case to make the team, and one player who hurt their case.
One player that helped their case was Nakua. Nice big run on that that opened people's eyes. It's like, ooh, look at this dude. He's got some skills on an open field. He'd only get some blocking. But anyway, who hurt themselves? Probably. I'm gonna go with one of your guys. I'm gonna go with Jamal Williams. He hurt his opportunity. He hurt his opportunity to make this team by not. I don't know. By not showing enough in these preseason games.
Yep.
A lot of times it looks like he's trying to run through a brick wall.
Yes, yes, it is. Like that man, he reminds me of that one selfish guy. Like you know how, like that man, he just wants to run through somebody. Like, bro, if you don't spin out of that tackle, that man can't shake off a linebacker. That man can't run up the middle. He can't run out to the outside. That man can't do nothing. That man averaged 2.9 yards a carry last year. And I didn't even know it was that many. Man, bro, how do you go from a 17 touchdown season to a one touchdown season? And the only reason you got that one touchdown is because Jameis is a team leader. He's a team guy, team player, ready to make that opportunity. But nope. Honestly, Jamal Williams, if I was you, I would start looking for another job. And people were like, no, the coaching, no, the O-line. Man, shut up, bro. Shut up. Bro, we cannot blame the coaching for everything. We cannot blame the O-line for everything. Okay, since the O-line's the issue, why is Jordan Mims breaking out for 10 yards every single run? If the O-line's issue, why did James Robinson, who just got on the team at the end of last year, why does that man already look like the better running back? Answer that question. Why did Jake Caboti have 2 rushing touchdowns, which is more than Jamal Williams the entire of last year? Why did he run for 2 touchdowns? Look, he had a good game last week, but that was like the only good game I can say he's ever had in the Saints uniform, and it was in the preseason, so ain't nobody trying. Even when nobody's trying, they're still stopping Jamal. So I don't want to hear that. And you want to say coaching staff? Yeah, all right. Clint Kubiak, the OC now. People are raving about him. Jamal Williams still looks the same. So either Clint Kubiak's the next Pete Carmichael, which is impossible, or Jamal Williams just flat out sucks. But you know what? Y'all already know I was going to rant about Jamal Williams. But you know what? Let me get my answers to this question now. The player that helped their case, you said Samson Nakua. I'm actually going to go with a guy like Jordan Mims. Because, like, he was a hard runner the entire preseason. He showed more effort than Jamal Williams. That everybody, man, look, he's talking about anime. He likes New Orleans food. That means he's the best running back ever, right, man? If you don't get out of here about that. Yeah, he can come talk about that while he's a free agent. But yeah, him, like Jordan Mims helped this case, and somebody that hurt their case, Payne Turner. Do I even need to say much? He wasn't even on the stat sheet. Man, bro, that man better get out of here with that. All right, let's see. So, but what do you think happened on that final drive that ended up losing us the game? What do you think happened in Jake Haener's mind?
He didn't have the experience to finish a game out like that. He did some good things in the game. He just didn't finish strong.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too. Like Hainer, like what one thing I will say, if you compare both QB's final drives, you can even do last week when Hainer played against 49ers, since he played that final drive. If you compare both guys' final drives the entire preseason, Rattler was the only one that came up clutch. And he's got that clutch gene. You know, why do you think people say Aaron Rodgers is a better QB than Dan Marino? Because Rodgers was clutcher than Dan Marino. You know, I hate to throw my own guy under the bus, but why do you say guys like Brady was better than a guy like Breeze? Like, yeah, Breeze was clutch, but Brady had that empathy in him. I think that's the word. I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyways, but the last thing we want to say, Spencer Rattler shined. Did he or did he not? Do you think Rattler shined in his last game?
He did his thing. He shined. Did he shine enough to win the second quarterback job? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Yep, and now let's go by the quarters. So yeah, first quarter, Titans won 7-0. Second quarter, Saints won 10-6. Could have been 17-6 if Nakua would have scored a touchdown. Third quarter, it was 3-3. Fourth quarter, 14-14, and it came out of a total Titans win 30-27. The Tennessee Titans finished their preseason with a 3-0 record. Saints finished 1-2, beating the Cardinals, but then losing 2 straight to the 49ers and to the Titans. Dad, where can they find you? And obviously the game's in the season Superdome. So, all right, where can they find you?
Find me Warren Newby YouTube page. I'm on Hurricane Michael every week. Come check us out.
Yeah, you can always find me here at Hurricane Mike. And you know, Dad, we gotta leave them with the who dat. But also, don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon fan because you might lose 31-0.
Yeah, you might be depressed after that game. Anyways, who dat? See ya.